Commander Marcus Reeves stared at the manifest displayed on his holographic terminal, the blue light casting shadows across his weathered face. The cargo ships from Earth had arrived 3 days ahead of schedule, their hulls gleaming against the rust-colored backdrop of Mars' surface. What troubled him wasn't their early arrival, it was what they'd brought. Medical supplies, check, he muttered, scrolling through the inventory. Atmospheric processors, check. Fusion reactor components. He paused, his brow furrowing. And 47 military engineers with classified clearance levels. Lieutenant Torres approached, her boots clanking against the metal grating of the command center. Sir, the Earth fleet is maintaining position at the L4 Lagrange point. They're running silent, but our deep space sensors are picking up energy signatures consistent with heavy cruiser configurations. Reeves leaned back in his chair, the polymer creaking under his weight. 6 months ago, Colony 7 had sent a routine supply request to Earth Command. Food synthesizers were failing, their atmospheric scrubbers needed replacement filters, and the mining equipment required new quantum drill bits. Standard stuff for a frontier settlement 3 years into operation. They hadn't asked for a military contingent. Get me Director Walsh, Reeves ordered. The hologram flickered to life, revealing the stern face of Earth's Colonial Affairs Director. Her office, with its mahogany desk and Earthview window, seemed impossibly luxurious compared to the utilitarian confines of the Martian habitat. Commander Reeves, Walsh began without preamble, I trust you've reviewed the manifest. I have. And I'm wondering why my request for mining equipment came with enough combat engineers to fortify a small moon. Walsh's expression didn't change. Intelligence suggests increased activity in the outer system. Ceres station went dark 2 weeks ago. We've lost contact with 3 deep space mining operations. Reeves felt a chill that had nothing to do with Mars' thin atmosphere. Pirates? Unknown. Could be equipment failure, solar flare interference, or... She paused. Something else. The communication feed flickered with interference patterns that seemed almost too regular, too purposeful. Reeves had spent enough time in space to recognize the difference between natural electromagnetic disturbance and artificial jamming. The engineers are here to upgrade your defensive capabilities, Walsh continued. Quantum torpedo tubes, point defense arrays, reinforced habitat shielding. Consider it insurance. Against what, exactly? Before Walsh could respond, the colony's proximity alarms began wailing. Red lights bathed the command center as emergency protocols automatically engaged. Torres rushed to her station, her fingers dancing across the holographic controls. Sir, we have multiple contacts dropping out of hyperspace. Range, 40,000 kilometers and closing. Configuration. Her face paled. Unknown. The sensor readings don't match anything in our database. On the main display, ghostly shapes materialized like shadows cast by impossible geometries. They moved with fluid precision, their trajectories defying conventional physics. No exhaust signatures, no heat blooms, no electromagnetic emissions that should accompany any known propulsion system. Reeves turned back to Walsh's hologram, but the director's expression had transformed from bureaucratic calm to barely controlled fear. Commander, she said, her voice tight, those engineers aren't there to defend against pirates. 3 days ago, we detected the first confirmed xenological signatures in human space. The supply drop was cover. What you're really receiving is first contact protocol equipment and the most experienced alien warfare specialists Earth Command has ever trained. The proximity alarms grew louder as the unknown craft continued their approach, their alien geometries casting strange shadows across Mars' crimson surface. In the distance, the Earth fleet began powering up their weapons systems, quantum signatures blazing like new stars against the cosmic dark. Reeves looked at his manifest again, understanding finally dawning. They hadn't asked Earth for supplies. They'd asked for help. And Earth, in its infinite bureaucratic wisdom, had sent them everything they hadn't known they needed for humanity's first interstellar war. All stations, battle alert, he commanded, his voice steady despite the chaos erupting around him. And someone get those engineers to the weapon installation bays. Looks like we're going to need them.